Hi, my name is Scott Zimmerman. I'd like to thank you for spending a few minutes to watch this video I've put together. And during the next 7 or 8 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to get more clients if you're a professional service provider. I'm talking business-to-business attorneys, accountants, coaches, consultants, trainers, and sales trainers, anything like that. If you want more clients, I'm going to show you how to get more clients without having to do traditional advertising, selling, and marketing. As we go through this process together, I'm going to teach you different ways that you can enjoy more benefits. You'll do less advertising, less selling. You'll build a very strong personal brand of somebody who's kind, compassionate, caring, helpful. You'll be the kind of person that people go out of their way to want to do business with. Your reputation within your marketplace will be fantastic. Everybody will be thinking about you. You will naturally attract the best clients within your profession. And naturally, as we all know, the best way to grow any book of business is through repeat business and referrals. Well, my background for 30 years was in business-to-business advertising, communications, and marketing. And I will tell you that for you to get more clients, you don't need more advertising. You don't need a better brochure or a better website, and you certainly don't need traditional sales training. So I guess the question is, what does work well? Well, let me drive my point home. Some time ago, I received this email from my own accounting firm, the people I've hired for a long time, and they sent me something to interrupt me. Dear Scott Zimmerman. Well, that made me feel special to begin with. Here's some general business news for you, and the first article says, how about getting into business for yourself? I'd already been self-employed and running my own company for about 14 years when they interrupted me with this message. So sending out traditional newsletters, traditional one-size-fits-nobody e-zines absolutely does not work. People don't have the time to read one-size-fits-nobody sorts of things. Now, what's interesting is that had I been able to sit down with these accountants and educate them, I would have told them that I didn't hire them because they're good at doing accounting. I assume they all have the same degrees and they all can run numbers the same ways. So they went after my head, trying to remind me how good they are at what they do. I really don't care. What they should have gone after was my heart, because when we hire a professional service provider, we can't do it logically. We have to do it emotionally. We tend to hire the people we like the most or the people that we trust the most. The downside for them is I'm connected with a lot of authors and speakers, and we all know each other, and we all share referrals willingly. And so during all this time, I've not referred them to anyone. So where do you have to go to first? Is it the heart or the head? Well, think about that. When I think about attorneys or accountants or coaches and consultants, I just assume that they're good at what they do. I mean, I have no way of shopping them. I can't put three together and compare them. So what if they had come across as being caring and compassionate and thoughtful and considerate? Well, I'm not getting that where I am now, so I'd probably switch to anybody who comes along with that sort of impression. And the kind of marketing and support we want to do to help you is not business-to-business marketing. It does not work for professional service providers. What does work is something we call P2P, or person-to-person marketing. We're going to help you stay in meaningful contact with everybody you meet in such a way to where your personal brand is built and it's strong. As someone who goes out of their way to help other people. You're not selling anything. You're helping them achieve their career goals because they met you. Now, what does work well is we're going to help you network effectively. We're going to teach you how to end your conversations with a promise to find things to help them. And then we're going to automate the sending of those things on your behalf. We're going to tell you and show you how to target referral partnerships where you can be handing clients back and forth. And naturally, I'm being strong on this, your personal brand of being the kind of person people want to do business with. And we're going to make sure everybody you meet feels nurtured and feels special. We do this by using a service where you can call in and say, hey, start a campaign and help this person with entrepreneurship or with leadership and management or sales and marketing. Whatever that topic of interest is for them, we will have messages ready to go that helps that person. And it comes from you. They have no way of knowing that we're doing this for you. And look at the difference in the tone of the email of an e-zine and something that's specific. They could have sent me something that said, Scott, I know you're passionate about sales and marketing, and when I read this article, I thought of you. Hey, I must be important. If there's anything changing your business, you want to run new ideas past me, I'm just a phone call or email away. Now that, had I gotten that from my accountant, I'd have felt special. And it doesn't take much. But because they didn't listen to me, I'm now literally looking for any other accountants I might want to work with. They have no idea what my lifetime business is worth. They have no idea how many people I could have been referring to them all these years. And as I said before, speakers and authors, we swap our resources like bubblegum cards. So here's one thing I want you to understand, and this is one of my own little laws, and I always say that when it comes to getting referrals, building loyalty, and retaining our clients, how we make the other person feel as they go through our process is 10 times more important than the outcomes that we help them achieve. So think about that. I have no way of knowing if my accountants are getting me the best deductions and the best legal write-offs because I can't have 5 accountants run my books the same year. So I assume they're doing the best job possible. However, they've never made me feel special once in all the years that I've been with them, so they've gotten no referrals. And while what we teach is not, this isn't a fad, this is based on proven human principles of how we make other people feel. Dale Carnegie says, make people feel important. If we can help you remember what it is they're interested in and keep sending them things to try to help them, everybody you meet is going to feel important. The law of reciprocity, which is if I keep doing things for you and never ask for anything in return, eventually you're going to want to go out of your way to maybe give me a referral or possibly hire me, and it's just human nature. And then the laws of consistency and commitment. When someone says that they want to be better at something and we go out of our way to help them be better at that thing, they naturally will gravitate to whoever's going out of their way to help them. And everything that I've done, and I've written 5 books on this subject, I've called the Platinum Rule because of my co-author and my mentor, Dr. Tony Alessandra. The Platinum Rule says to treat others the way they want to be treated. It's a more modern, sensitive version of the Golden Rule. People don't necessarily want to be treated the way I want to be treated, but we are going to help you implement the Platinum Rule, and we're going to teach you how to adapt to the 4 behavioral styles in a way that makes them really comfortable to be around you and then obviously to want to do business with you. Now here's the reality that I've come into as I've studied rainmakers and professional service providers, is that they get good at prospecting and they get good at converting prospects into clients and delivering their services. Where they tend to fall short is that gap in time from when they first meet someone to nurture them to where they get into a sales-ready conversation or that somebody asks to buy. Now, while we all know that prospecting is important, you need to go out and meet the right people and start the relationships. But what's most important is that a vast majority of the people that you meet are not going to be looking to switch to your type of service when you first meet them. They're already married to someone else or another company who does what you do. So while no matter what you do, it's going to take time. It takes about 65 to 70 days to ripen a tomato no matter what you do. It's the same thing with business relationships. So we're going to help you move people from suspects to prospects, to develop prospects, to qualified opportunities when people are sitting down with you asking about your services and trying to find ways to do things to work together with you. So think about your investments of both time and money, of how expensive and time consuming it is to start these relationships, and then think about how important it's going to be to move people through a process from when you first meet, from a stranger to a friend, from a friend to a prospect, and the prospect, and maybe you're already doing business together. We'll take care of everything for you. So we always talk about how do you turn these seeds into sales-ready leads. We find out what are they interested in. And one question we teach you to ask is, oh, so you own a business. Something's probably keeping you up at night. Is it time, team, or money? Is it time that your work-life balance is out of whack because you're working so hard? Is it team, you're looking to get the right people on the bus, keep them on the bus? Or is it money? Are you looking to grow sales or improve your marketing? We have campaigns ready to go with articles by the best authors and thought leaders of our lifetime that can send out and help somebody in one of those 3 areas. And we're just taking Dale Carnegie's philosophy of making people feel important and helping other people achieve their goals because they met you. And that will absolutely get you in the right place at the right time when they finally need what you do. It could take 2, 3, 4 years before they're finally ready to switch their legal, or they're ready to switch accounting, or they're ready to hire a business coach. So just because you met them at the wrong time doesn't mean you can't nurture them the right way over an extended period of time. So we will send them things that help them in that area, and then we'll remind you to call. And when we remind you to call, we will let you know what all has been done. The whole purpose of the Cyrano service and what we do is to get you to what I call the magical intersection in a relationship. It's that intersection of trust and timing. They trust you because they've seen you've never tried to sell them anything, and all you've been doing is trying to help them. And then, of course, timing takes care of itself. Now, we used to sell a system called Cyrano, and it was, in my opinion, the most smartest one-to-one marketing system ever developed. What we've learned over the last 20-some years is that people don't like logging in and using software, even though it does things for them. It just doesn't seem to work for most people. And we also know that most CRM systems are overkill for people that use professional services. So we've converted software into a done-for-you relationship concierge service, and all you have to do is just call in and tell us what you want done, when you want it done, and we take care of everything. And what we do is we eliminate what we call the gap of good intentions. We know that when you think about someone, you're probably in your car, or you might be, waiting at a restaurant or something. And we thought, well, if you could just take it off your plate right then and put it on our plate, you would love that. And time has proven that we were right. People really enjoy a concierge service as opposed to having to learn new software. So now we have the service for you. So the question would be is, I want you to think about your existing contact management system, okay? And go in and look at your database. And we want you to pick any letter in the alphabet and then any number between 1 and 10. So let's say you pick letter D and the number 5. Go look at that last name, the fifth one that starts with D, and ask yourself a couple questions. When's the last time that person heard from me in a helpful, meaningful way, and do I have a next touch scheduled? And if the answer is no, try it again, and try it again with another letter, another number, and look for a pattern. So when you start noticing that maybe 80-90% of your relationships have gone dormant, think about what would have happened if you had met us 3 years ago. And if over the last 3 years, everybody you've ever talked to, everybody you've ever met, had been nurtured properly, and they hear from you often in a meaningful, helpful way, where do you think your business would be today versus where it is? So in closing, if something in here struck a chord within you and you think, I need to learn more about this, I think this can help me get 1, 2, 3, or 4 more A-level clients a year, then we should probably talk. So whoever sent you this link or sent you an email with a link to this, or if you want to talk to me, Scott Zimmerman, shoot me an email that says, hey, I want to schedule. I'll send you an email back with some links. You can pick any date and time at your convenience, and we'll have a chat. Obviously, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just going to try to help you come to your own decision if maybe this is the right thing to help you grow your book of business. Thank you very much, and may God bless you, and have a wonderful day.